Everybody, nice day here in the Pacific Northwest right here. I'm at a park. Today I'm going to talk about a subject here regarding blue states, how almost all blue states, pretty much all, are just bad places to live, trying to get ahead on the social strata, trying to meet people, and more people in blue states are mean and cold, and they haven't typically been friendly places to outsiders. Well, let's say, like, take upstate New York, take Oregon, take places like Washington State, take Oregon, New York primarily. You get outside of the cities, and even in the cities themselves, they're not as progressive as they like to make you think. In fact, red states sometimes are breeding grounds for LGBT people and stuff. They are breeding grounds in their own way. I read an article of something like Missoula, Montana, and cities like Jackson, Mississippi actually have a strong support LGBT movement. In Texas now. But Portland and the surrounding area, they're just not as forward as they like to make you think for states that turn blue. They're not. Everything's harder in a blue state. The cost of living rises, there's more affordable housing, which drains the tax base so much. Conservatives are just as mean as the liberals, I think. I'll blame the liberals, but the conservatives in the blue states are also just as much at fault for staying and not being friendly and nice to people also, even if they're jaded and they're moody because they've lived in liberal environments. They should have left. Then why do they continue to stay? Is the $1,000,000 question you have to ask. But no, I can't stand blue states. I'm fucking done. I grew up in a blue state environment, and when I was little, I didn't notice the effects until I got older. Things started kicking in. Plus, I grew up in the 80s. People were more social where I grew up. Blue state or not. Then everything started to change in these blue states. When they got worse, the laws got worse. They were always pretty bad. New York was bad for a long time. My home state of Massachusetts is badly liberal, too. They passed gay marriage, but how many pro-gays are there when you think about it? Hardly any. Bi, trans people, or whatever. There aren't many real solutions to help them out. And people go to these places for the services, but then the services get overrun. This even goes for people with disabilities, too. Colored people as well. They don't get ahead. Like everyone moved from the south to the north during slavery, but they get their own apartheid states in the north. You think it's just the friggin' south? No, not at all. In my eyes. My eyes, no. Now we get this Covid-19 epidemic happening, and I'm waiting until it gets over so I can move the fuck out. I want to go to a warm state. I want to go to Texas. I'm sick of the bullshit. I want to go to Texas or something. Where I have a city nearby. And I can do all the stuff I want to do, but I just don't want the blue state politics, totally. Yeah. Like influencing everything at the state level. And stuff like that. Whether people notice it or not, northern conservatives are worse than southern ones. Pretend to like everyone when they really don't. At least a southern conservative will tell you right to your face what he thinks about a certain lifestyle. But that's it, And bottom line is, anyone seeking any real support or looking to meet people, they're just not going to do it anymore in blue states. With the cost of living going up crazy, and Most of the people who bought up all the toilet paper are friggin' liberals. I bet you they were shopping at the last minute. They had to get it all. Now you can't even get toilet paper. Isn't that something? Is that fucking something? I mean, I can't believe it. I can, but I can believe it, but I also can't. I can, though. But everything's going to shit. The only difference is I can channel my energy in a better place than I once could. When I used to support neo-Nazi movements and all that kind of stuff back in the day. Then you start to see things for how they really are, you know. You start to just take a look around at the real problems. And a lot of them are from people in your own race. They fucking are, you know. You realize that more and more and more. When everyone's everyday life is in your face, when you have to look at everyone, you gotta go places, you gotta, you know. And you look at people's body language. And at least in some of the red states, some of what made America great is there still. Fuck Donald Trump. This has nothing to do with Donald Trump. Donald Trump's a fucking idiot. I'll tell you that right now. But he's going to get in again because there's no other options. And liberals, they need the black vote. And if they're not going to go to the voting booths as much, Trump is going to win again. That's just the bottom line. Trump is going to get another 4 years, whether people like it or not. That's my official prediction. I think Trump is going to get another 4 years. Because who else is running? Nobody good. Bernie is getting beat out. I mean, you got Joe Biden who's fucking senile as hell. He ain't going to win. I mean, it looks like he's leading over Bernie, but when push comes to shove, Donald Trump's going to get another 4 years. People just aren't going to be going to the voting booths so much. And Biden can't fix the problem. He's the establishment. People know he can't fix it. Who else is there? Let it burn. Vote for Trump. I mean, if I was in the black community, I'd be sticking it to the white people. I'd be saying, hey, you know what? These crackers deserve Donald Trump for another 4 years. Just saying, that's what I would do. I would. And I even say it now in my current state. You know, I say it that just to let this whole thing burn, Donald Trump may need to be in there another 4 years. You know, to get everyone's priorities straight, you know, and then after he's done, there might not be a candidate. There might not even be another president of the United States. You know, after this. It may not be. I mean, people are going to learn to come together. As goods are disappearing off the shelves, it's going to be up to the people to help the people. Government's going to run out of things. So no, fucking government's going to run out of things. You know, it's absolutely going to happen this way. Nothing anyone could do to stop it. And people are going to realize, hey, Trump is bad, but are any of these other candidates going to do a goddamn thing to stop it? No. Hell no. You got a senile person, you got Bernie who's senile, but Biden's just crazy. But he's losing. Bernie Sanders is losing. So, again, those Bernie people are not going to get what they want either. So, again, we don't need free college at this time. We don't need any of that shit. We're in a crisis, and the government is overspent now. Bernie couldn't do a goddamn thing. It's just it. You gotta focus on getting back to community after this. Starting fresh and trying to salvage what's left, but everything needs a rebuild. And we're going through a culling process right now, is what we're going through. And but liberal or conservative in blue states, none of them are either good. None of them are any good, I should say. None of them. Because the conservatives in blue states have absolutely contributed to the bullshit also. In the division, in the online hateful rhetoric, and all that shit. Bottom line, I'm sick of seeing the hatred. I'm sick of seeing hatred. I don't care if people speak it or they don't. I don't. Most of the time, it's going to be the unspoken hatred that I have no tolerance for. I can sense it's in the air, but I have to fucking guess what people are thinking. That is the type that I got no tolerance for. I'd rather you tell me to my fucking face what you think. You know, enough of this bullshit. I'm sick of having to guess what people think around me. You know, and this current climate is just driving me crazy. I mean, it's good. I mean, but it was driving me nuts before this virus. The virus is a good thing, if you want my opinion. It's a fucking good thing. It's happening. Everyone's gonna get their fucking shit straight or they're gonna die. That's the fucking truth here, folks. So, spread this message along. If you see it, and I'll talk to y'all later. But in blue states, you don't win with either the liberals or the conservatives. You gotta be in a place that's naturally red, that's been red, you know, to get the best out of people altogether. That's my final take on everything. And one more thing. West Virginia has been through so much that they're not even going to get too many of the effects of this coronavirus. But the other states that aren't accustomed to any hardships, the fucking liberal yuppies are going to get what's coming to them sooner or later. I'll talk to y'all later.